Hello everyone, this is THT week 8 and our topic for this week will be citing academic sources, avoiding plagiarism, and we'll be focusing on summarizing. Okay, let's begin. We're gonna first go through summarizing and paraphrasing to see what both of these are and the difference between the two. So summarizing, first of all, is the process of condensing the main ideas or key points of a source into a brief overview. So what you're doing is you're condensing a large text into a shorter version, highlighting the main points and essential information while excluding minor details. So next you have paraphrasing, which is the process of rewording a specific passage from a source while retaining the original meaning. We did this last week. It's just you rephrase the text in your own words and the original meaning should be the same. When we compare both, so summarizing condenses the text to its main points and it makes it significantly shorter, while paraphrasing it involves rewording the text, so the original meaning stays the same, but the length of the text is usually similar to the original text. So while summarizing is short, paraphrasing is usually the similar length to the original text. Moving on, we have summarizing to avoid plagiarism. Since our topic is avoiding plagiarism, we're going to be using summarizing as a way to avoid plagiarism. So summarizing can be used to avoid plagiarism in these following ways. First one is you have to maintain originality by using your own words. So that's the main point. You have to use your own words in your summary. Then you have to cite the sources, give credit to the original author, which is also an important idea. Then improving the clarity of the text should be done as well. So your text should be to the point. There shouldn't be any extra details. Then you have to be focused on the main points of the text. Then we have the steps to effective summarizing when citing from a source. These are the steps when you're summarizing and you have to cite a source. So how do you do that? Let's have a look. These are the steps. Step one, you need to read through the source material several times to comprehend the basic idea. So you need to understand what the text is first, and then only you can move on to point two, which is you identify every key point and then jot down whatever the point is. The third step is you read these key points which you have identified and you make sure that you have understood them clearly so that there is no misunderstanding in what you're going to be summarizing. The next step is that you have to separate these key points, key ideas into chunks, and you have to paraphrase them separately. Since we know what paraphrasing is, we can do this now. And then this last step is rearranging the paraphrased ideas from these points with connecting words to create a summary. And this will give you an effective summary when citing from a source. I will now pass the meeting to my friend.
Utilize to uh, more effectively summarize the passage, and we'll be looking at some examples, one of a good summary and one of a bad summary. One technique you could use is underlining key ideas. As you read through a passage, you can highlight or underline the key ideas that you can later use to write your summary. Another technique you can use is a summary grid. A summary grid is a chart or a table you can create to organize your key points before writing the summary. You can create columns for different aspects such as main ideas and supporting details. Now we'll look at two examples of a summary. So this is the original text. If you look through it, we can pick out a few key points from this text. One of them is how women entrepreneurs face challenges that limit their success and growth. Another is how knowledge of some essential business skills can help overcome these challenges. And then there's the 10,000 Women Initiative and their role in helping business women and their communities. So if you look at the example of a bad summary, you'll see that it touches on these three topics, but it doesn't elaborate any further. It is vague, it lacks details, and it doesn't use proper in-text citation. If you compare this to the good summary, you'll notice that it covers all the three points in depth, while also providing sufficient detail. You can also notice the proper use of citation, in-text citation here. And it follows the same logical flow as the main text, and it's easy to follow. Here we can see the reasonings for what makes a poor summary and what makes a good summary listed down. A vague summary that lacks detail would be a poor summary, and the citation is also very important. The poor summary also has no analysis of the source material. It just states the points and doesn't elaborate any further. The good summary is the opposite of this. It's concise, it covers all the points, and it has proper citation. It's clear and concise and maintains the flow, and it adapts the information properly. That's the end of our presentation. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.